Manchester United lose their second high-profile preseason friendly in the United States in Las Vegas, 3-2 to Borussia Dortmund. They lost 2-0 to Real Madrid. Went past Wednesday, a game I did not see because I was in Los Angeles watching Arsenal beat Barcelona. But then they play Borussia Dortmund tonight in Las Vegas and lose 3-2. Now they started off their game. The team lineup was absolutely surprising to me that they used their second stringers. I mean, McTominay, Eriksson, Forson, Vanderbeek, Maguire, Lindelof, and Heaton in goal. I mean, that was really surprising to me that they would start off that. But okay, but they could still control the game. And Diego Dallo scored a brilliant goal in the 24th minute, goes up 1-0, and that's where the game should have ended in the first half. It should have ended 1-0 Manchester United. But in the latter part of the first half, the ball goes to Milan off an attack on the Manchester United's left-hand side, and makes it 1-1. Okay, so we're going to go in 1-1 at halftime. Well, then Lindelof tries to make a pass to McTominay instead of going out to Williams. The ball goes to Dortmund, who gives it to Milan, who makes it 2-1, and that's where we end up at halftime. Manchester United's in control of the game, dominating every aspect of it. Dortmund's attacks are few and far between, and what happens? You go in 2-1 at halftime. Okay, you go down 2-1 at halftime. That just did not make any sense to me. That Manchester United, it just, and then you start off the second half pretty well. Anthony scores, makes it 2-2, and you bring in your starters, and you think things are going to kick on from there. Well, it didn't actually go that way because Moukoko scores and makes it 3-2, and that's how the game ends, 3-2. From Manchester United's perspective, okay, from Manchester, you need a striker, okay? Manchester United, you need a striker. Now, you've gone and you bought this Rasmus Holland guy from Atalanta, I think is where he's from. I think he's a Danish player, but I think he's plays for Atalanta. And you just spent, what, 70 million pounds for him? I mean, that for a kid who has never played in the Premier League, never played at that speed, that intensity, that much pressure in front of 70,000, that's asking an awful lot of a kid like that to come in. I think he had like 10 goals last year. That's not a whole lot. But again, that's what Manchester, you need a striker. Okay, I don't know if Holland's the guy that you need to bring in, but that's what you got, and that's what you're going to do. But again, from a Manchester United perspective, this was an absolute poor display, especially from the 43rd minute on. You controlled the game. You dominated the game for the most part. You should have had at least 3 or 4 more goals in this game, but you didn't. You didn't have any opportunities. You didn't take any chances. You just, even when you had opportunities with Rashford came in and that sort, just wasn't good enough. And just wasn't good enough. As far as Dortmund's concerned, look, Dortmund, this is their first time they've played a team of mates. I think they played the San Diego Loyal. They played a couple of teams back in Dortmund. They've just played weakened opposition for the most part. This is the first time Dortmund has played a team that's worth a damn for all intents and purposes. And they go and they play Manchester United. And really, their first team was dominated by Manchester United's second team up until the 43rd minute. And then that's how football works. Okay? Again, from a Manchester United perspective, you've got a lot of work to do. You got to work ahead of you. Yes, you beat my team Arsenal 2-0, but then you come on Wednesday and you play Real Madrid, you lose 2-0. Okay, that happens. But then to lose to Borussia Dortmund 3-2, that made no sense to me, especially starting lineup that you used out there to begin with, and then bring in your starters, and you still give up an extra goal and lose 3-2. Look, it's preseason, it's friendly. I get that. Okay, I understand that. But really, from my perspective, from a simple football fan who watched the game, I think from Manchester United's perspective, you got to think very poorly of what happened in this game and how it ended up. But again, it's not going to be the end of the world. Manchester United is going to start their season, I think, against Wolves on August the 12th. Okay, so they will get their act together. I have no doubt in my mind. Look, Aaron Ten Hag did not seem too depressed by it, and that's good for them. But really, you have to look at it from my perspective, from looking at it from a fan's perspective. Manchester United controlled this game, dominated the game from start to about the 43rd minute, then probably controlled it a little bit more in the second half, but just was not able to do a whole lot with the ball. You need a striker. Is Rasmus Haaland the guy? I can't speak for that, okay? You just spent an awful lot of money on this player, and he's got, again, I'm not sure he's the answer, but that's, my 2 cents on this. Okay, thanks for watching. Go Arsenal. Please click like, share, and subscribe.